Hello, we are going to talk about adding and subtracting negative numbers today. Here is an encode chart I made for you and to show you how to do adding and subtraction negative numbers. When we do negative numbers, the most important thing is you just have to use this number line. This is called the number line. Number lines start at the very middle point. This middle point we call it the origin. That's where this 0 is. So you start with here. This is 0. We call it the origin. Then we go to 1, 2, 3, 4 to this way. That's a positive number. Then we go to -1, -2, -3. This way, that's a negative number. Okay, now, once we know that, we have to see where are we going using this example here, okay? When you are add a positive number, you just go this way, means you get more of the value. If you are subtract a positive number, you go this way, means you are getting less of the number. You are adding a negative. Adding negative means subtract. So it's just like going here. Here is the important thing you need to know. Be careful. When you are subtracting a negative number, subtract a negative means add. Means you are getting more value. Things like this. To subtract a -3, we have to change this 2 to be adding. So this equals to 2 plus 3. That is 5. Now, we'll just go to see the example here. The example on this, let me clean this up, okay? Clean all this one. Let's see each example here. -2 is here. Add by 5. So it's add positive number. So it's this way, go to right. So negative add by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is here. So that's 3. Now, -2 add a positive, that's just a simple adding. It's the same thing, -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, you get 3. But now, -2 add a -5. So -2 is here. -2 add a -5. This add means and. Also means add. So put together. Okay, if we think -2 is 2 red 1 -2, this is a negative. Then -5, negative, 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 -5. So you are adding them. So you get 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 together, but they are all negative. Now, if we go by positive, no, sorry, if we go by negative minus 5, negative subtract 5, so that's negative subtract 5, so go left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it becomes negative 7. So what does this mean? This means negative 2 subtract 7, subtract 5, means go back. Subtract 1, subtract 2, subtract 3, subtract 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, subtract 5. So this together becomes negative 7. Now, this is negative 2 subtract positive 5. Subtract positive means subtract. So you just go by negative 2 subtract 5. So that's still negative 7. Here is the tricky part. Negative 2 subtract a negative 5. We have to make this one to be a positive. So that becomes negative 2 here, negative 2 here. Add by 5. So add by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer is 3. If you want to see picture, this is negative 2. This is a positive 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this and this cancel because negative 2 plus a 2 is 0. So we get 3 left. So this is equal to 3. That's how this comes from. This is no problem. 2 plus 5 is 7. Everybody knows that. 2 plus a positive 5 is still adding 5. But 2 plus a negative 5 plus negative becomes subtracting. So here is 2. 2 right here. 2 plus a negative 5, so it's subtract 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why we get a negative 3. You can see this one is a positive 2, subtract 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this make it 0. This make it 0, so we get negative 3. That's how this goes. 2 minus 5, this is the same thing. 2 here minus 5, so go to left. We get negative 3. 2 minus a positive 5, it's subtracting, so it's negative 3. Now, 2 subtract a negative. Subtract a negative becomes adding. So 2 subtract a negative 7. This one subtract and the negative becomes adding. So this becomes 9. Okay, so 2 plus 7 is 9. That's our lesson.